set up before the next one, though. It's gonna happen.
I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it.
I mean, that.
I don't believe
checks
anything.
Yeah, there is no reality.
It's a construct.
It's a
Construct, great disc.
I'll say, there's your TSA plug.
Shout out
I
TSA.
set you up for it.
Construct is life.
Man, I lost my favorite construct this 2 weekends ago at Whistler's. Put it right in the river. I was so
Yeah,
mad.
dang, that course is brutal. I played it on Monday, and I'm still recovering from it. That damn hill.
Well, you're not supposed to throw a disc in the water, guys.
Well, you don't have water over there in Maryland to throw it into.
In Maryland or Maine, where am I, Paige? No one knows.
Michigan?
But I did get to Circle 2 on top
Michigan
of the world.
Oh, heck yeah.
Stoked about, yeah. Just the praxis, just hyzer flipped it. It just stayed dead straight, just like wobbling through the air.
That I feel like that hole is made for the praxis.
Yeah.
But all right, we're live, Dallas, so I can get us started.
We're live?
We're live.
Oh, my
Look at
God.
that. See?
This is crazy.
What is up,
Now I can
everyone? Welcome to Jammers in the Rough. I'm taking it you didn't stumble on us by accident, and you mean to be here. And if you did stumble on us by accident, you are in tune for an amazing guest. Dallas, the diva, McBoy Garber is on. We'll let him talk. We'll get into him in a second. We have, as always, Cody, the absolute worst Waldron. We have Josh, the floral hat master, Winter. And of course, the hand that feeds us all, Paige Smith. Our Hurtado. Just wanted to, put that out there. I'm trying to do nicknames for myself since I can't get one given to me. I'm just going to make my own up, guys. So, Dallas, how have you been? I think it's been 6-7 months since we've had you on here. And last time you were on here, you sparked Grandma's disc golf trophies. So you created something last time you were on here. So, what is up?
I'm not a Raider fan. I just want to point that out.
Well, I mean, chat things differently. So you are now.
Not a Raider
He's a
fan.
trespass fan. He's a huge trespass fan.
We talking dynamic trespass?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No, okay.
157 gram.
157.
Super flippy.
My goodness.
So, how's your year been going?
It's been pretty good so far, Paige. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the big talk was. Oh, go ahead. Go
Cut
ahead.
me off already.
No, go ahead.
No, I don't gotta talk. It's fine.
I want to hear you talk.
You do.
People hear me talk all the time. I'm just excited to have you on here.
We're gonna break you out of your little shell. You're talking.
But the Portland Open was super fun playing. Definitely. The funny thing is, it's not my favorite tournament of the year. Still, my favorite tournament of the year was that C tier in Arizona, that Habsu won. So, I was up in February. I've had some good tournaments this year. I think the next 6 or fewer are all A tiers or majors, and I think so.
Yeah,
I got CTAC. Yeah.
You started going at what was that CTAC tournament that you won it, right?
Yeah, I won the AM tournament, which qualified me for the one that I'm playing this weekend.
Yeah, the you're there. Which, I mean...
The gimmicky course.
The super gimmicky course. I think CTAC is one of the funnest casual courses you'll ever play, but one of the worst tournament courses you could ever play. It's super gimmicky.
Just because you suck in woods.
I don't suck in woods. I'm known as...
Straight shot.
These are some of those things that Paige is known for. So I'm not only am I the hand that feeds, I am also known as the gap hitter. That's what everybody knows me as. So I don't know what you mean by me being bad in the woods. That's where I made my name for myself, Dallas.
Yeah. Mr. No. No.
We got breaking
Mr.
news.
No touch Page.
Mr. I don't have touch Dallas. I just throw a berg.
Hey, it works.
I was laughing because I was so some of you guys don't know, this guy made his PDGA debut today. He eagled hole 1 at the PDX Open. First Disc Golf Pro Tour event ever. First hole, and the first throw off of this puts him up into eagle range, and he throws his Bergen.
So is that a bird you
Yes.
throw in? Here, let's watch it. I haven't pulled up. Let's watch
So
it.
we haven't pulled
Paige,
up, guys.
Paige hates berg throwers.
I
Hates their
do,
guts.
absolutely. And Dallas is the main reason why.
All right, what are you
First
throwing
of all,
off the
this-
tee here?
So the tea is like a 163 gram Emperor eye blend. Super flippy. It's like really unstable. Apparently this drive went like 450 feet. So I kind of bombed this one. It was like
Hashtag Sam Benson on the bag.
yeah, it was like 5 feet in bounds or something, just barely. And this shot was a pure.
Oh, this is your pure, not your bird?
Yeah,
Oh.
pure. It's 290. I'm not throwing a bird. 290.
Okay.
Heck of a shot, though. Heck of a
Mm.
shot.
And that's
Oh,
my grandpa hooping and hollering.
Let's go.
Oh, I thought you were saying that was your grandpa, like on YouTube right there.
So when I heard this happen, when I saw this happen, I messaged Dallas because it cracked me up. So I played the West Side Blind and the MA1 Am Side tournament, and Dallas said no matter where I get to off the tee, don't go for birdie, just lay it up. That is Dallas's take on that hole. That's what he told me. I had 315 in, and I was sitting there, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to listen to Dallas. I threw it, took my par, and moved on. And so when I saw that this boy that told me to not go for birdie got the eagle on hole 1, I was livid. That was ridiculous.
Oh, that was,
Fine.
rage quit.
God, he's gone.
Old Paige,
Right,
back
right.
to the same
Thank
thing.
You.
You finally got to him where he just, you know what? Dallas
Cool.
is just better than me.
Just reached his
never wanted
breaking
to stay.
point. Yeah.
So, what is
Yeah.
it about that C tier that you like so much as your favorite tournament?
It's not so there's not flags and sorry, 1 second.
Mom.
Mom.
No,
Mama.
she's
Meatloaf.
trying to get into
Mom,
the car.
Mom,
Shut up.
Mom,
No,
Mom.
meatloaf.
Oh, I got back right in time.
Ordering Happy Meals over here.
Oh my god.
Wanted a 6-piece, not a 4-piece, Mom. Chocolate milk.
Big kids meal. Big kids meal. I'm a big boy.
Don't forget the toy.
Boy toy. Boy toy.
Ooh.
All right.
All right. So
Man, I was so happy when you left.
I know
That was
I
a
got
good
disconnected.
idea.
I hopped back in at the right time.
That's how we feel all the time, Dallas.
So were you going for the throw in? Because I felt like that throw, you weren't gonna blast the basket. You weren't gonna be 30 or 40 long. I think if you airball it, you're have a 15-foot comebacker putt. Can you walk us through that moment? What were you thinking?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna start the tee box, because my name gets announced. There's 50 people watching, just to see me tee off, so they all scream and everything. I start to shake a lot. What is going on?
Right?
Oh. Okay,
I'm
listening,
I
I'm
start to
listening.
shake a lot off the tee, and
You hear?
it's just
You hear?
Come on, Del, we're listening.
it's sorry.
You get razzed by 2 potatoes. That's the way of the world.
Is that tired?
It's hard to throw when there's so many people watching and everything.
I'm talking.
But the drive, I wasn't trying to throw it that far at all. I was trying to be more of a layup and just play the par.
You helping
But I
me?
just kind of crushed it, and it turned over perfectly and got in bounds. I think I was 288 exactly out when I threw it in. The one problem with that hole is there's hazard 20 feet past the basket, maybe.
Everything like it surrounds it,
So-
right? You're 20 feet short. You're 20 feet to the left, behind it, to the right. Like,
Yeah. To the right's actually safe.
yeah.
It's safe for like a long time to the right. So I was trying to turn it over. I had a really good angle to just like turn it over to the right and give myself like a 40-foot death putt kind of. Didn't put enough ante out of it, and I thought it was 100% in the hazard lawn. I still feel like if it airballed, it was going in the hazard lawn.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I don't know.
I didn't think so. It looked like the pace was slow enough on it, especially if it's 290. Like you're saying, like you're going to throw your pure 330, and I don't think I've seen you throw it more than 310, to be honest.
I can definitely throw the pure like 320 on a good shot.
Yeah, but not slightly uphill. Not with,
Well, with
not.
how Sam said it was like the adrenaline boost kind of. Those first
Yeah.
few drives were just bombed, and then get the nerves out, and it lessened.
So I watched this video more than a few times, but can you pull it up, Josh? I'm going to have you pause it at a certain point. We're going to watch this again, guys, because
Hold on.
No, don't do the high five.
oh, we're doing the high
Pause
five,
it
so you
up.
already know.
Oh,
Watch again.
I
Oh
feel
yes,
bad
you
about
know,
that.
there's a controversy online about it.
There is. There's a big controversy.
You've been called out, Dallas,
About what?
for your behavior on the field. Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it muted. Give me 1 second. Let me get this set up. What if I go like that? There we go. Okay, pulling it up now. Where are you? Boom.
All right.
Okay,
Also, mad props for not using the whole T-pad here. Way to just go into your normal like step count.
That's the longest T-pad I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I
it's
said it was
elevated
James
too.
Conrad approved.
I would say James Conrad could do a flip on that.
All right.
all right, good throw, good tee off. And there's this beautiful, pure, right in the basket.
Look at that. Boom.
I mean, it,
But here, so we're gonna pause it. So
Oh my god.
Dallas just ghosts this guy right here. Whoever this guy is, just left hanging in the biggest way on the biggest stage at Dallas's biggest moment of his career.
he's just
Baby
waiting
raptor
for it.
legs.
And he just
Look at that dodge. He even ducked under his elbow.
just
That's how
ducked.
much
He's
he
like,
didn't
move out of my
want
way. I gotta clear this basket.
Stranger danger. Who is that guy?
Exactly. You ain't my caddy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then he just holds it up.
yeah.
And then gives
You
everybody
even
else a high
high-five
five.
the other guy. Yeah. Wow.
The other two guys get a high five,
we're
get
going
some
back.
love, but that guy
Where
just
the-
forever just
Oh.
ghosted.
and
Just
to
shame
what
him.
Peterson, I don't think he would have went out of bounds long on that one. It was coming down, nice and soft. Oh, there it is again. Jeez Louise,
There's
man.
the
Man, you gave the guy
completion
with
of
the
the
prodigy
high-five.
bag. You high-fived the prodigy bag.
So
like,
walk
we
us
really-
by. What did this guy do to you? And
Yeah.
the walk up to like not deserve a high five. Did,
The people want to know.
He was really nice the whole round. When I watched the video back again, I felt kind of bad. He's too tall for me. No, I couldn't even see up there.
Wow, you have a
Just-
height bias? That's messed up, dude.
Just
It was just intimidating. You're like, I
towering
can't do
over
it.
That's messed
No.
up.
I just had to give you a heck. So
Josh,
Portland
go find a
Open,
baby. Go get a child.
after that hole, and we don't need to spend too much time on it, which is huge. But you follow that a hole up with a couple birdies. I think 3 to get you down to 5 down, and then you bogeyed and finished at 4 down.
I what?
Josh.
No. Sorry, this is a family takeover, I guess.
Josh
Yeah.
is just holding his
It's restless.
scratch board.
It's restless.
It's restless.
I like how
Oh.
Josh has his own baby.
But
Oh yeah.
for because you started off the second or the third tee time? Because you were early, right?
It was the third. Yeah, third.
It was the
tee off,
third.
I'm pretty sure.
And so your 4 down was actually leading the tournament about a quarter or 3/4 of the way through. And you were still like top 20 when you walked off the course. And granted, I don't think that held but you were still like really high up there on the charts. How was that for your first round? You get home, you get all of this excitement around you. People are like messaging you. How did that set you up for the next couple of days? How was that feeling for you? Just kind of explain what was going on in those
So,
moments.
like you said, I start off 4 down through 5, which was the best start anyone had on the entire tournament. But funny enough, at the end of the round, I was like really mad about my round because I started off so good, like those first 5 holes, and then I do not think I got another birdie the entire round. I felt like 6 or 7 birdie putts, had an OB stroke, 2 missed circle 1 putts at the end. It was like, I don't know, super bad finish. I think if I just played kind of normally, I should have shot about that 4 to 6 down range.
Mm-hmm.
But like you look back at the scores, I shot like a 10-20, got an eagle throw, and I played really good. But it never helps when you miss a 15-foot putt on the last hole,
Yeah.
especially when it's like for a par. I don't know.
No, I get that,
It
and
was
that's
kind
where
of
like
bittersweet.
I was gonna say, starting off with the eagle is absolutely amazing, but I think like anytime I've aced in a tournament, which was like I think once, but it's like anything after that, it's hard to recover from that because it's like that was such an amazing feat. Like starting off hole 1 with the eagle, and then going 4 for 5, like 4 down through 5 holes. Like it's hard to match that because clearly nobody on that level matched that on the weekend, and then kind of fizzle out there. Was it like just the exhausting of the course? Was it your mental game? Was it just like nerves? What was like prevented you from, I guess, closing out in such a like big fashion? Because I thought you were, to be honest, after I saw you 4 through 5, I thought that back section suited you so well that you were going to finish like 6 to 7 down.
Yeah, so moving now, lighting might be a little bit weird. Wait, let me get my seatbelt on. Got
You should be wearing a seatbelt.
And a booster seat.
And a
Oh, my.
booster seat.
The booster seat's only for the front. We're good out here. Anyway, so the front side, like those first 8 holes, I played actually really good. My goal for the first like 8 holes was even to 1 over. It was hole 9 through 12. I expected to get at least 2 birdies, and I went 1 over on that stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I think pretty sure when I looked, the average was like a 2 to 3 down on that stretch. So I lost like 4 strokes on those holes. And that's really where I lost it. I didn't even lose it on like the back 6 holes. No. Those are also birdies, but that's not where I lost it.
Birdies.
Yeah, a lot of birdies.
Yeah, I can see that. Especially like I think when you get like sections that you want to carve out and you come out over instead of negative, that's always tough to like recover as well from just, mentally. So, what was your favorite side, west or east?
So during practice, I hated the west. I thought it was like a really bad course layout. But when we played the tournament, I actually really liked it. And that kind of sounds biased because I shot really well on the side. But I felt like the west played better than the east. Like kind of flowed a little bit better. I don't know though. I think the east was a better layout.
Was
Maybe
it
I'm
east
just biased with the rounds.
the third and fourth round? Was that east?
Yeah, third and fourth round was
yeah.
east.
Okay.
It's an easier side for sure.
Sorry, I'm having a Dallas meltdown over here.
So the children are distracting the boys tonight.
What is happening?
Yeah, so west side. What was your favorite hole on that west side?
My favorite hole? Now you're gonna have to like get me to run them back in my head.
Mine. So I can say my favorite one on the west side while you think about it. So, what was it, like 5? The putter par 4.
Oh, he's on the move again.
He's probably driving under a bridge.
So while
What?
he's doing that, I can
Did,
just
did
play.
I lose connection?
Yeah, you lost connection. So I like the putter par 4 because I thought it was a cool way and not a gimmicky way to make a putter par 4 an actual thing. I think making putters, mid-range shots are always such a tough thing when you do it. To people resort to gimmicks like what was it the one in Austin where they had like the 280 to try to make people throw putters. I think this way did it in a cool way that showcased putter touch. That couple eagles on the day, people going for it, but not everybody had that skill to land on a slope like this. That was also very, very narrow, about what, like 60, 70 feet from water to green, at 500 feet. So that was my favorite hole. I thought it showcased, a cool style of golf that I would like to see on other courses. So your favorite hole, Dallas?
My favorite hole was probably either hole 4 or hole 9. I really, really liked hole 9. It was just like a dead straight 360. You have to throw like a kind of flip up fairway driver or mid if you have the distance and just throw it dead straight. There's no right gap, there's no left gap. The only one you have to hit, and I really like that hole.
Mm-hmm. I can
Hole
see that
4, my favorite thing about hole 4 was the people who went for it. If you don't land it in bounds, you go to the drop zone, which was a very hard up and in still from the drop zone. So like kind of risked a bogey if you went for it off the tee.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see those like 50-foot drop zones where it's still putting for birdie. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think that's great analysis. Like, because well, you're not going to be rewarded for going for it. There's that slight punishment for it, but it's not like unfair punishment. You're not taking a triple bogey by going for it. It's like, nope, you're going to settle for a par. You're not going to walk away with the birdie like some of these other holes. So, what the amateur tournament, that was an A tier as well, right? The one that qualified you for SeaTac? Or is that a B tier?
Sorry, it's either I'm breaking up a lot or you're breaking up a lot because I didn't hear
it's
anything
you.
you just said.
It's 100%
definitely
you,
you.
Dallas.
Just do
It's
better.
a you
That's all we ask.
thing,
All
not
right.
a us. It's a you. So I was saying, the SeaTac tournament that you won was an A tier, right? The amateur one,
Yes. Mom,
and then
was the AMC Tech tournament an A tier? She says no, but it might have been.
Let's see, Dallas, Garber, PDGA. No, SeaTac Takeoff amateur only was an A tier.
Oh wow! All right, so
Yeah.
I think that's
So you-
3 A tier wins then.
Eve won 2 A tiers on the year. Two of those A tiers qualified you for pro events. PDX Open, where you made your debut on that big scale, and then this weekend at SeaTac, which is an A tier. Can we talk about some of your motivation leading to this year? Because I think a lot of people talk about it, but you were disciplined enough, weirdly, at like at 14 years old, 15 years old, you were disciplined enough to look at your analytics coming in the season and realize that you play your worst golf January through March, really like December, like the winter, and you intentionally took it off based off of those analytics, which not only shows like crazy restraint, discipline, but can you talk a little bit about that? What led to that? Because not only has it paid off with 2 A-tier wins, a pro tour showing, big splash at these things, but you actually did it where I think a lot of people talk about it. So I just want to hear from like your side what kind of led up to some of that decision making. And I think you've had a lot of great support around you, helping you navigate this, which I would love to hear more about as well.
Well, the whole like February, January thing's 100% true. I've never played like consistently good tournaments in those months. And even if I did, it was never fun. It's always cold and wet. I hate those months. So my mom pretty much just like said, we're only doing big tournaments this year. No like C tiers, no rinky-dink type of stuff that I did a lot last year. So I think if you go back and look through, I think I've only done one C tier this year, and that one C tier was like my favorite term of the year still.
There's two.
What was the other C tier?
The Hangover
What was it?
Classic, Horning's Hideout, supported by Innova Discs, C tier. That was on
Oh, that's
January
still-
1st.
That was still a good tournament though.
You got 7th.
I guess I'm meaning more of like the not NADGT 1 day flex start type stuff.
Yeah. I think you're
Um,
taking a very, like, for me, like, as your goal this year is Junior Worlds, and I think instead of filling it with a bunch of fluff tournaments, you're putting yourself on a big stage and delivering every single time on those big stages, so that when it comes to Junior Worlds, you're getting ready to deliver on a big stage.
Taking off time also helped me practice a lot more about like the stuff I really needed to do, instead of like playing tournaments every weekend when I wasn't 100% ready. And my dad is my main practice guy. Since I have to get driven out there anyways, he just kind of plays with me. So he's nice to have at practice.
Yeah, they're definitely in. Like I said, I think it's just a good take, because I think everyone just wants to play as many tournaments as they can, and being able to slow it down and be intentional into it, I think is a good way to go about it. But seeing it from a 15-year-old standpoint and not like a 20-year-old, 30-year-old standpoint is cool, because you see that on the Pro Tour where you have like Chris Dickerson doesn't play the West leg. He only plays like the Midwest push and a little bit of the East Coast push. Matty O was kind of famous for that as well. And, initially it was because Prodigy couldn't pay him, but now that they make the money, they're still not doing that transition. Eagles kind of picking and choosing his tournaments. He did 3 in a row and ended up having to drop out of PDX Open because he pushed himself a little too hard. So I think watching some of like what you're doing at 15, like not only I think speaks testament of that discipline, but it's helping you carve a path for success rather than being like any tournament, anytime, anywhere, I'm going to be playing nonstop, which I don't think a bad approach to that. I know like LeCastro has one of the highest earners in disc golf because of that. But finding what works for you, I think, is really important.
Yeah.
So this weekend, CTAC, you got your practice round in. How was that?
I have not gotten my practice round in. We are on the way.
Oh, I thought you
To do
were
a
sorry.
practice
I thought
round.
you were getting your practice round in today.
I got
Wow.
school, Paige. What do you
Pay
want me to
attention,
do?
Paige.
I want you
Come on,
to
Paige.
drop out of school, start taking disc golf seriously.
Context clues.
Wait, Dallas, are you still in school? Like, is your school year done yet?
No.
What?
So this is my last school week, and then next week is finals.
Oh man, our last day was today,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, no, we go through like the second week of June. Is
Ew.
usually
I didn't ask.
Oh,
Did not ask.
You didn't ask what? What, Dallas?
Nothing.
No, we'll put you front and center, and we'll get this question out of you one way or another, Dallas.
shame him.
Come on, Josh, put him front and center.
Yep.
All right.
No.
All right.
No.
So what
was your
was
question,
it, Dallas?
You're on the hot seat now. What was your snide remark?
I don't remember anymore. Yeah,
Too
kinda
too
crossed
late,
my
buddy.
mind.
You better think of something.
I can't think of anything. Put me in the spot. Oh my god.
That's the position of shame. We don't lie on here.
So
We were talking
Portland
about
Open was-
school.
School being out. Whoa.
you also
It's terrible.
so
But the Portland
Dallas-
Open was an awesome one to watch. I went there and spectated all 4 rounds. The final round was amazing. Let's see who it was. Adam Hammis is the one that took it down in overtime against the Goose. That
What
was
do you guys think of
that
those
was
last two holes?
yeah, dude. On what was it? Yeah, 17
I'm talking about like
shifted
18
it.
in overtime.
Yeah, but even 17 on final round, it shifted to where now Aaron is going in with the lead, and Adam fell back by one, and then Corey and Adam did those rollers to just try to go for it. Adam gets put out. Right, he was out what? It's like 50 over 50 feet.
It was like 45, 50, which I think was a little bit favorable,
Yeah.
considering where it looked like he went out.
Yeah, and it was a little uphill, but making that putt and having Aaron miss his because of the pressure going into overtime and then sealing the deal was awesome for Adam. I wanted Aaron to win. I was rooting for the Goose, but
Goose.
but Adam, after round one, Adam held that top spot, doing hot rounds, and he earned this win for sure. I mean, I really want to
Goose
see
threw
Corey
it
Ellis
away.
take
He didn't
it.
earn the win. Goose threw it away.
No, you missed a shot. That's not a throwaway. You missed a shot.
He's not a robot
he had-
page.
He had a 200-foot. He's a goose.
he's a goose.
Yeah,
I really want Corey Ellis to win it.
I think it was a good battle. I just think like he got his wires crossed when it was a backhand approach. He forced a forehand, left it short. When it was a forehand approach, he chose backhand, left it short. And I think those are some of the biggest putts. And I think Dallas could attest to it too, where it's just like you throw your approach shot, you land like 35, 40 short. It's hard to mentally reset and get ready to hit that putt, especially when there's a lot of pressure on the line. People find ways to do it. Don't get me wrong. But like Adam stepping up and hitting that putt was a way to dig deep and find to hit that. That was a huge putt. I don't want to take anything away from Adam. But like Goose should have never been in those situations in the first place. I think like going forehand, because even if he leaves it short of the tree, even if he hit the tree, that's still closer than where he left it. And just I don't think anybody makes that putt. I think two people in the world make that putt. Sorry, two people in the world make that putt after Adam bangs that putt. And sadly, one's in Europe taking a very low position, and one was struggling in that tournament. It wasn't in that position. So out of those two, Ricky and Paul, I don't think Goose could have hit that putt. But even like the advantage, like you look at the overtime hole, Goose put himself in the perfect position for an upshot. Hamas puts himself in a weird scramble position, and then Goose messes it up. Adam carves the trees and parks it. Like, I don't know. Adam definitely earned it.
That's not the Goose giving it up though. Like,
no, I mean
that's him buckling under pressure and making a poor decision. That's part of the game.
No,
So
Goose
I'm not
wasn't
saying
under
it's not part
pressure
of
on
the
that
game.
upshot.
What was that?
Goose wasn't
What'd you
under
say,
pressure
Dallas?
under the upshot. Oh my.
Yeah.
Aaron was not under pressure on the upshot. Should never miss
Yeah.
that approach.
I mean, but you're also under pressure because you're in sudden death overtime, and then that's a whole nother pressure because you got to make it.
I wasn't
'cause
being the.
Squirrel.
He needs some sauce for his nuggets. We just keep
I
getting
think it's,
different views of his face.
I don't think the pressure was there as much as, like I said, like him getting in his own way, because that was his tournament to win. He already won it. It came down to a 200-foot upshot twice for him to win it, and him got it in his own way, short-armed it, is what did him in. I don't think, like I said, like Hamas did everything he could to win it and put that pressure on, but I don't think it was the pressure of the moment. It's just like, are you willing to accept your win? And he was like, nope. And that's a Page problem. That's not a Dallas problem.
That makes sense. Let's see.
But yeah, that's tough. So we can segue from PDX Open a little bit. I know we're gonna.
No way, we're not done. We can't just talk about it and not talk about the FPO.
Oh, we can do that. Oh, Tatar blew everyone out, guys. What a
Who
one
has
FPO
Tatar?
weekend.
No, yeah, but
Tatar. We need
Yeah,
a
but
we need an updating on the
Sayonara-
Final Fantasy.
Sayonara had a great rounds. You know, she came in, she had a shot, she played her best. I think she was she was on point this weekend, but she's also playing against a machine called Kristen.
No, I think
and
Sai
Kristen
did
was just on
everything she
point.
could to get second place. I think Sai's having an amazing season that more
Mhm.
people should be talking about it because she's pushing herself into that top 10 FPO in a big way by just being consistent. I think Owen battling back and taking a podium stance was huge as well, especially on a course that doesn't necessarily suit like Owen's game for her to find a way to get up there, right? Because she was third, I believe, or was it Corver that was third and Owen was top 5?
Owen
could
was
be wrong.
third.
Yeah.
Owen was third.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so. And
So
so,
just
like,
tied with
for
third.
yeah, for her to battle back, Corver. I mean, I think somebody I read somewhere where it's just like, is this the first where you have like a biggest age gap within like this top 3 or like top 3, top 4, where it was like 50, 40-year-old, 30-year-old, 20-year-old, all of those ages like were represented into this field, which I thought was kind of cool to see. I mean, but yeah, Tatar just like ran away with the tournament, and even like the final day was hard to watch Tatar missing putts, but they weren't bogeying; they were just kind of coasting, and it reminded me of the dominance when Paige Pierce used to win, like 3 or 4 years ago, where it was just like you're so far ahead that you could drop 5 to 6 strokes and still be so far ahead that nobody's going to touch you. And I was hoping the FPO was past that point, but like you said, the machine that is Tatar is reminding people that they are a beast.
Yes. Whoever picked her is a genius.
Stop.
Ah.
I think the final note on PDX Open before we move on from it was that this ended a big era for Nate Sexton. It ended it.
That's heartbreaking, man.
I mean, is this a coincidence though? Like the emergence of Dallas Garber and the fall off of Nate Sexton. I mean,
what was it? I think it shows
2
it down
people
here.
from the Northwest.
2 people from the Northwest.
Yeah, 264 events since 2008. He's not cashed, like multiple countries. Definitely sad to see that streak end, but it's just one blemish on an amazing career. And so if you are of age,
Where are you going with this,
Nate
Josh?
Sexton, to Nate
No.
Sexton,
Wait.
the man, the myth, the legend.
I don't know though. That's the thing. Like, oh yeah, but like, I
Did
wouldn't
Dallas
call it
just have a
blemish.
sippy cup?
Yeah,
I wish I had a Civic Cup for that. That would have been great.
but like, it's not even a blemish on him. He got 62nd. Like, it was still a good showing for a Sexton. It's just the depth of the field is ridiculously low right now. Like, you can't, or high, or however it works, right? Like, you can't just have, like, I think this would be like, oh, in years past, if you look at it like 6 years ago, he does the same performance, he's cashing on some of these tournaments that where he's kind of just struggling, fighting for that cash line. But now it's like, if you're not on top of your game, if you're not pushing, like, what is it? Like 1 to 2 strokes can separate the top 10, 3 to 5 strokes, you're like top 30 difference. And with it to be that tight, like, it's just, I mean, I think we're going to see it more and more where it's just harder and harder to cash on these things. And like Sexton breaking the cash streak, he got 62nd, which is like, this is barely on the cusp of not cashing.
What was
But
cash
it's-
ending at? Was it like 60th?
let me see.
Top 45, I'm pretty sure.
It's 45%.
40%.
But yeah, so 45 was the last.
Yeah.
And so like, he
Gavin
missed
Babcock.
what is it? He missed it by 4 strokes is what he missed it by. That was the difference of him cashing was 4 strokes.
Hmm.
And so, like, it's hard to say that that's a blemish. It's hard to say, like, you know, like where like a lot of people want to say, like, they were so quick to wash up a lot of our old players. I just think like it's almost good for Sexton to end that because I think his focus was every tournament he was showing up. Can I keep my cash streak alive? OTP Open. The conversation was like, oh, Nate Sexton barely kept his cash streak alive. And I think shedding that burden of keeping that will allow him to focus, hopefully, and get back to top form. But he's also pulling a Dallas and only playing like 6 tournaments a year.
Wow.
Is that the longest cash streak?
Mm-hmm.
I think there was somebody who's coming out that it's not the longest, but it's I think one of the longer active ones.
I think he held the record for the longest.
I was just wondering if
No.
like Ken Kalimo maybe. I don't know if he played that long.
No, I don't think he played that long, but
it's
Also,
not
like-
saying that it makes him washed up. It's just, when someone has this record that's been holding, for since 2008, that's just, it's sad to see it go. I respect it.
yeah. I'm a competitor, true, and I want to see him compete again. I was kind of getting over like I loved when it was like the stat for Sexton was every single year that he played a pro tour event, he won a pro tour, and that was like a 8-year gap of that. I love that record because of competing, and this was the consolation that stemmed from that COVID broke for him, and then it went to cash streak, but then it was like, how many of those days were fluffed, right? 5,543 days over COVID. How many tournaments did he really play? Because he was also one of the front people that were like, I'm not traveling for disc golf. His wife works in a hospital setting. They're staying home, being COVID protocol. And so would that 5,000 plus days be as long if he would have played the 3 or 4 years? And then it just gets to be like, okay, cool. Like, could he have kept this cash streak longer if he was like one tournament a year and I cash? And so for me, like, it became more of like, what is it, the asterisk next to it, and I didn't like that very much. I'm a competitor. I want to see him compete. I want to see him battling it in the top 10. I loved when he would show up and be like, "Hey, I'm still here, guys. Top 10 finish."
Don't
I
rain
love
on
that
his
aspect.
parade. Don't even.
I'm not trying to rain on his parade. I'm just trying to give my viewpoint on it. That's what this whole podcast is about. Paige's
Nope.
viewpoint.
Yeah, we know you hate Bergs. That's
Yeah?
about it. That's all I got. Yeah,
Oh,
championship
I mean,
level
Bergs-
courses. And you think Nate Sexton fluffs?
Yeah, and I think Dallas Garber is going to replace Nate Sexton on that pro tour in 3 to 5 years and start cashing. And
But
then
what would
it's
his
gonna
signature disc be? I mean, we have the Nate Sexton Firebirds. What's the Dallas Garber?
the Dallas Garber Cervini right here.
The Berg? You'd be a Berg man?
I am a Bergman.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a disc. There is a disc that I don't know anyone else throws. It's called a gooey. Kermikun.
Oh,
gooey.
that's the one
Very-
that has that texture, right?
The leather on
Very
the
good
bottom.
disc. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like the leather bottom. Someone was
Yep.
it you, Dallas, that came on here and talked about that before?
Yeah,
Yep.
Is that like
He's
the
having-
the turtle gooey?
the gooey. But speaking of discs nobody throws, so Dallas gets second at Lake Havasu to start his year off right. In
Tied for
NPO. Huh?
Tied for first. Just
No, second.
Point it out.
That was
Tied
there
for
was a
first.
loss in the playoff. There was a legitimate
Tied for
first and second.
tied
And so
for first.
and instead of accepting cash because he's making a big Junior Worlds push, they give him store credit, or do they want infinite credit? They convert his winnings over to
Yes.
$dollars for infinite, and this kid spends like $600 on all of like the no-name brands of discs. He gets a War Pigeon, he gets a landmine before, like he gets all of these discs in, and then he throws them all. Do you want to talk about that experience, Dallas?
So that was super fun. When I got the money, I think I bought a few essentials, like some backups, but not much. I think it was like probably $500 to $450 in total that I spent on companies I didn't know. I wasn't trying to find discs to put in my bag, but just to like see things that I've never seen or thrown before. The whole experience was super cool. I think it was like 30 or 40 discs in total. The war pigeon being one of the best ones, in my opinion.
What is a war pigeon?
It's like a
War pigeon.
P3X.
You know, like a pigeon with a gun or a helmet on.
Pigeons can't shoot guns. They don't have opposable thumbs. Lies.
They got beaks though.
But
So
the
Dallas is
beak
gonna
with a
throw his
trigger?
first practice shot with us on camera.
Yeah. Should I go over to 27, try to ace on camera?
That'd be sweet. I'm getting a warm up hole as well.
If you ace on camera, Paige Hurtado will give away a Night Strike 1 to the first viewer.
It's Hurtado.
her Patapo.
It's her potato for sure.
Her Papipo.
And while you're walking, this is the
War
pigeon.
I love the stamp. The stamp's super cool.
2, 3.
Did you buy one of those big? I want to get like it's called the Bunker Buster or something. That's like the oversized fairway. It's like a condor but longer.
Huh.
I was looking at it, never actually bought it.
What is that? They're like $12 on Amazon. I might buy one.
But yeah, was it only the war pigeon that made your bag for that limited time, or did other discs make your bag?
So the ward pigeon, the main reason it was in my bag because it was a ward pigeon, dude. It's so cool. It wasn't like I just never threw it. What was that? Sorry,
No.
never threw it. But it was just super cool to like pull it out and show it off. I think the landmine I was testing out for a while.
Which is like your
there
bird
wasn't-
replacement.
Yeah, kinda, because I didn't love the bird for backhand at the time. All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of the
This is-
bird, let's start out with the bird.
Berg Ace. Let's see it.
All right. I don't know how I'm gonna film this, so I'm gonna have to hold the camera. So
Can you lean it against
There
your
we go.
bag?
I don't know if I can get the angle. All right.
Did you get dropped off unattended?
Yeah,
Wow.
Can you see the basket?
I can. All right, let's see an ace.
All right. It was not meant to be a push-up. I was just trying to check the
Oh.
camera.
Trying to do a push up, this kid.
I was
He's like,
not-
nope, can't do it yet. Maybe
There we
next
go.
year.
Oh my God! Don't look.
Oh, we all saw
Oh,
it.
we're
Dallas.
looking. We're looking.
We all saw it.
Here's what
Dallas
we really
Eagle Garber here, just showing that
Throw
the
in.
eagle was in fact a fluke.
Jeez.
It's all right. It's a lot of pressure. See, and this is why Gossage missed. This is why he missed that putt.
It's not
That's
that much
why he
pressure.
missed that putt. It's not the putt. The
Not.
putt, like he doesn't make those putts. You're absolutely right. That's pressure. I'm not talking about
This is
the gooey.
Which one's that?
yeah, gooey.
You got the gooey with the Uplay stamp?
Ooh.
Ugh. Trying it. What else do I got in the bag that I should try out? Should I do the? Oh, where'd that go? I took it out of the bag. That's right. Here we go. Paige, for you,
Hey,
Pathfinder.
That's what I'm talking
Pathfinder.
about.
This is way too short of a hole for a Pathfinder. Still gonna do it.
It just goes in.
No.
God. Wait, I got one more Pathfinder.
Yeah,
It's a
so
cool one,
PSA,
though.
if you're listening, I'm the reason Dallas is throwing a Pathfinder. Just saying.
It is my most consistent mid right now.
Always has to be about Paige. Oh,
Absolutely.
me.
I gotta make it about
Oh, that
me.
was looking
Ooh, do it.
Oh,
This is the
I
whole
don't-
Sam based, right?
yeah. Is there any other requests for discs that I have to throw?
Do you have your
What's
war
it-
pigeon on you?
No, I didn't bring the war pigeon.
I don't
A
know what's in your
war
bag
pigeon.
anymore. You want to throw that trespass?
Sure, I'll try it. I got that one. Oh, here's a fun one, and then we do 3 more, and then I'm done.
All right.
good. All right.
First one, trespass.
Is that super light?
157.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
157. It's like his very first disc, or like one of his first discs.
My very first tournament, I got this as a player spec.
Dude, hit that guy.
It's my mom.
This is mom.
Oh, I thought we
Come
were
on.
about ready to see Dallas get
Wow.
kidnapped on
Yeah.
camera.
I mean,
Just walk up. That'd be.
Just takes them.
did you say you're just gonna see Dallas get taken on screen?
Yeah.
So this is the thing about the kid, right? Hey, there's a heat with the Mindbender over die.
There's nothing. It's empty.
Ooh,
Maybe.
do it.
Maybe. Oh, I was right behind it.
Well, good on paper.
Right.
Last one. Last one. Sonic.
All right.
Get up. Oh.
Dude, the Sonics are so hard to keep in the air.
Oh,
They're such a
she
weird disc.
I get a redemption.
Great.
She brought it back.
All
All
I
right.
get a
right.
redemption. Last one. I swear
Paige
this is the last
hates
one.
Bergs.
It's going in. That's not going in.
You got to forehand that thing, dude.
God. Man, I'm not even gonna present these anymore. I'm just gonna rack them off. Oh,
Present them.
oh, oh! I'm done. That was close enough.
All right, Dallas. We'll let you get to your practice round. So why don't you give us a quick closing thoughts?
Thank you for letting me on the podcast.
The pod.
This weekend was super fun. I think I gained like 100 and something followers because of that disc golf pro tour post.
So far.
Yeah, so far. I don't know. Super fun. Wait, what?
All right.
Oh. My mom was showing me a sign. Quick little send off face.
Did he just do the Nate Sexton finger flip?
No, he does this. I'm in Lazat.
Fine.
Gonna do the flip.
All right,
Hey, what's
All
Dallas.
right, Dallas.
What's it,
Appreciate you
lefty?
being on.
One quick lefty.
What is
Not
it,
too
Eagle
much.
McMahon?
It says
He's
it in
Dallas
his name.
McBoy.
Actually, that form looked pretty good for left-handed.
Yeah, he's. I mean,
All right.
this kid's
All right,
gonna
have
be
a good night, man. Enjoy
His
your
closing
round.
Good
thought
night.
is just
Thank you for letting me on.
Absolutely. You want to
Bye.
shout your sponsors out?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Disc and Dice and Infinite. Thank you a lot. My mom is a sponsor, big time sponsor.
Damn right.
My
she birthed
dad
you.
is a sponsor.
He did his part.
My cat is a sponsor. Give me company.
I feel like this is just getting off the rails
Um,
quick.
And Panda Express. Thank you. Okay, I'm done.
All right, Dallas. Have a good round.
Officer Page. Thank you. Bye.
All right. I'm not even gonna let him leave. I'm just gonna kick him.
All right.
Isn't
So let's-
he sponsored by Jammers in the Rough? He didn't even shout us out, and he's even on the freaking team.
No, you
Yeah,
know
He
what?
is sponsored by Jammers in the Rough. He's all,
Wow.
and part of that sponsorship is literally 1 month, and he's used it. He's used it every month. He gets Panda Express as part of his sponsorship deal, and he's used it every single month.
Is that what he asked for? Was
That's what he asked for, and he gets it every month.
oh my goodness.
So he
yeah,
shouts out Panda Express, but not.
but not us. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
The kid's dead to me, anyways.
But we just,
You
let
know.
everyone we let everyone kind of fine tune what we do for them, and they ask for what you want. If he wants Panda Express, boy gets
I kinda
Panda
want
Express.
Panda Express.
Exactly. That's
Right.
what
Hey,
you
hold
got
up one
me.
of those glass Cervenis. I want to see one.
Oh, that's what.
All right, so is it gummy?
No, it's stiff.
Stiffer than the mica?
Not that stiff.
Okay.
Oh no,
Have you thrown one yet? Are they flippy or no?
the mica's
Gummier.
or gummier. I haven't thrown it
But-
yet. It feels like it's gonna be a little bit more stable.
I'm gonna put it in the bag. I'm doing it. I'm gonna test it out.
Wait, is that a premium plastic one?
Of what?
The
The gooey?
gooey.
The gooey.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Turn
like
that
a
over.
premium
Let's see the
gooey.
bottom.
So you can see the light. Yeah. You can see
Yeah,
it
you
there.
can see it. Ew, it's got ink. Never mind. I was to say I want to try one. But,
All right,
yeah.
guys. Let's transition to closing thoughts. Cody, since you're all of a sudden talkative, why don't you start us?
Well, yeah. My wife got home. The kids are away. It's my last day. I have like a pile of boxes I need to open up from some loungers and other disc golf people. So I'm looking forward. Today was my last day teaching this summer. So I'm going to play some disc golf.
Oh, heck yeah.
But I'm tired. It's been
You
playoff
gonna play any
season.
tournaments?
Yeah, like some just local ones. Nothing crazy big. I might sign up for some. I would love to travel for disc golf this year, like in summer. Take like a week and just drive somewhere. I don't know if I can
drive to
drive.
Oregon. Just
Why
drive
don't
to
you
Oregon.
come to August 20th, Jellyfish Jammers? Why don't you come down for that?
To Oregon. I
Yeah.
think it might take me a while to drive there, considering
Well,
I
you
live in
can fly.
Maryland, not
You
Maine.
can fly. I'll pick you
Dude,
up. You got a
uh,
place to stay?
So I'm a teacher, so our salaries are garbage, and I have a stay-at-home wife.
So she can stay at home while you come and disc golf.
So I
How
eat like ramen noodles.
How close
got-
are you to Illinois?
Probably like 8 hours. I could drive
Which way? East, west,
there.
north,
Like
south?
like northwest.
Okay.
Why are you going? You going to Illinois?
No,
Oh,
no. I just, I thought about how long it took me to drive there. If you get 8 more hours out of that, you have no excuses.
So-
I'm in Oregon.
I mean, how long is it? It would take me to drive to you guys probably 30 hours.
That's what I'm telling you. Fly. We can crowdsource or
That's
get you to
true.
fly out here for the tournament.
Who's got points? I need points.
Exactly. But all right, Cody wants to travel for disc golf, but he really doesn't want to travel for disc golf. Josh, what are your closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts are that I'm really happy that Cody's not teaching anymore. It's the last opportunities for him to.
Oh, you
Tarnish
just want to
kids'
go into
lives.
your carnival experience in the woods. Nobody cares.
Oh, what's happening soon?
You just
I'm
want
like
to
a
put
month
funnel
away.
cake dust on your body
It's
and do a
freaking Oregon
circle.
County Fair.
He tried to
Paige
send
and I-
Paige and I what'd you send? He tried to send Paige and I
Is
this
there like an article, a link?
Please read this
Expect us to
article
read?
about my carnival experience, and it's what it will explain it. We're like, no, we're not reading that crap. You're a carny. We both know it. I don't need some article.
I proved you wrong. Because even Paige read a little bit of it.
Yeah, I
where
read a
he
little
got
bit of it. It was
offended.
like, hey, don't bring your kids until Sunday. That's what it said.
Why? What happens
are-
out there, Josh?
No, it's just it gets crowded. There's a lot of
yeah,
people
that's what
out
it
there.
is. Yeah.
The carnival orgy happens and Friday through Saturday. The cannibal slaughter takes place the Tuesday through Thursday.
They're putting
Well,
funnel cake
anyways, to
sugar on
finish up
everything.
my final thought, because I should be the one talking right now and not Paige.
Mm-hmm.
Is the fact that pretty soon Paige and I are going to be posting our in the bags to our accounts, and we just want everyone to come view it. It's not
Why
like
don't you
there's a
tell?
competition.
Am I not supposed to
Right.
do that too? Why would you not tell me about it?
You could, yeah. but
No,
Paige
no,
can do
no,
it too.
no. You just said, oh, just me and Paige. So I'm just gonna. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We have a competition going.
And my
with
personal
the,
account is CH
other
Sports at
Thought
this point.
Space, the TSA ambassadors, and so we're going to be posting our in the bag. So we're just, you got time, go watch those videos, give us some likes.
I won't.
I hope you don't.
I'm gonna post my own
see.
video. I'll link it.
I'll give you a spoiler warning right now. Paige is in love with the Votum. Paige is in love with the Construct. Paige is in love with the Praxis. And Paige is in love with Mr. Vinny. So, my closing thoughts. I did want to give a little shout out to you all. What was it like? It had to be like 2 months ago. Josh and myself got together, developed this stamp. We did some Micah Cervinis for their first run, and that whole 100% of the profit to that was to fund my suicide prevention camps that I do. So Thrive Conference, which is a suicide prevention camp for Native American youth, is happening at the end of the June. So we're doing one of those events that kind of helps cover some of the discs, and then we'll be doing another one with one of the tribes, depending on Siletz or Warm Springs, later this summer, maybe early fall. So I wanted to kind of take this time to give everyone a huge thank you. The discs are showing up. That fundraiser was wildly successful, and I really appreciate you all taking the time to kind of support with that. I'm sure we'll have some more opportunities in the future. But right now, like that's what this is a glass Cervini for our youth. So these ones aren't for sale. I thought it'd be cool because I'm always about representation or representing matters. Representation matters. So having a state champion that's also native and leading that camp on a disc was huge to me. So with that, I wanted to kind of transition to our sponsor, our highlighted sponsor for this week's episode, Terminal Velocity, who hooked it up with the Cervinis. This is somewhere if you want to go. They have, two amazing molds that are widely slept on, but not going to be slept on for longer. James Proctor is throwing the Ursus and loving it. Oakley is continuing to throw the Ursus and love it. The Cervini is a great flip-up disc if you're looking for one of those. So Terminal Velocity gets all of our love. Use code PAGE10 for 10% off. So with that, keep it real, guys. Championship level courses are for championship level players. I'm going to keep that going for as long as I can. And while I'm thinking of it, love to have you guys back. We're looking forward to the midsection of the Pro Tour, getting away from the Oregon push, the West Coast push, and getting back into our rhythm. Josh, our Cody's going to do a giveaway next week because we need to get on our giveaway shit. So with that, like, follow, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, but keep
Go to a carnival.
jamming it in the rough. We're out.